May, Sunday. First of all, this is a journal, not a diary. More of a log of events, actually. Ever since the incident, Mom figured it would be best for me to write down what happens every day in case my memory gets a bit fuzzy. I don't exactly remember what happened. All I know is I got a head injury at my birthday party and I've been in a coma for the past 3 years. Yes, 3 years! And all I got was a lousy bandage to show for it. I couldn't help but notice how quiet the place was. I ended up spending most of the day in bed, and Mom said I couldn't play any video games for at least a week, which really ticked me off since there wasn't anything else to do. Also, I hadn't seen Manny or Roderick all day, which is weird because I really thought they would have bothered me by now. I think I'll ask Mom where they are tomorrow. I'm honestly just enjoying the time to myself while it lasts. Monday. Turns out Manny went missing about a year ago. Dad says he got Manny some ice cream at his job and then a giant seagull came down and took him. I'm not sure how likely it is for something like that to happen. I'm not sure if Mom even believes it either. At least it answers why Mom now seems to hate that Peachy Breeze commercial more than Dad does. As for Roderick, Mom says that he got a job and moved away. Dad says he hopes he never comes back. I get they really never got along, but that seems a bit harsh. Also, I really doubt that Roderick is able to keep a job for this long or is able to function without Mom and Dad always doing stuff for him. I feel like I'm being lied to. Oh. Dad still works at that pizza place he founded with Mr. Jefferson, Freddy's Fazbears Pizzeria or something. They have another one in development, so he has to work extra hours at nighttime. They've gone through a bunch of restaurants over the years. Riley and I have had at least one birthday party at each of them. I can't say I'm a fan. Those robot things are really creepy. Anyway, they kept getting closed down because a bunch of accidents kept happening at them. Mr. Jefferson always blamed Dad for them, which I could tell was pissing him off. I don't have much reason to believe it, but I feel like that pizzeria might be the reason I got put in a coma. I can't say why, the place just gives me a weird feeling. Sometimes I think those animatronics are waiting for me in the night. Thursday. Good news. Mom said I can hang out with Rowley today since the school got shut down for whatever reason. It'll be cool seeing my old best friend again. I doubt he's changed that much. Okay, so Rowley's gotten a lot quieter than I remembered. He was happy to see me, of course, but he seemed pretty on edge. I wonder what spooked him. Anyway, Mrs. Jefferson said she'd take us to the pizzeria today, but Rowley was against the idea. No thanks. It was weird. Rowley usually loved Fazbears, especially those robot things. He claimed it was because he preferred playing outdoors, but I could tell he was lying. I'm not gonna argue with him though, I really hate hanging around that place. Rowley started telling me about all the crazy stuff that happened at middle school. He said there was this thing called the cheese touch, where whoever touched this moldy piece of cheese basically became a social pariah. Apparently, one kid ate it, and that's why the school had to be shut down. Who would be dumb enough to do that? I ended up asking why he was so keen on avoiding Fazbears, and after dodging the question for around 5 minutes, he gave me an actual answer. Shirag went missing there last month. Apparently the place is haunted. Shirag was some scrawny kid I used to go to school with, until I went into a coma. I can't believe he went missing. And that Fazbears? How come Dad never mentioned anything about it? Rowley told me how Mr. Jefferson had to work overtime because of all the legal issues it caused. I feel bad for the guy. Rowley said he's been getting nightmares about the place and he's worried Mr. Jefferson might go missing next. I told him that's ridiculous since Mr. Jefferson owns the place, so he knows everything that goes on there. I'm still scared though, Greg. What if the ghost comes after us? What ghost? Rowley said a bunch of kids went missing over the past 3 years at the Fazbear place. A rumor started in his middle school that a ghost possessed one of the old costumes and is using it to hunt down whatever kid strays too far from the party. They call it the Spring Bonnie since it looks like the Bonnie robot and started happening around springtime.